Hi everyone, welcome back to SGK English, Elementary English Grammar and Spoken English. If you learn today's lesson, I am sure you will be able to talk in English very easily and fluently too. So we have seen 100 words, V1, V2, V3, and you have learned present simple, past simple, future simple. Take any verb. I go, I went, I shall go. He goes, he went, he will go. Then continuous we saw. I am going, I was going, I shall be going. He is going, he was going, and he will be going. That is what we saw. Simple 3 forms and continuous 3. Now we are coming to most important. See, using this we can speak in any way we want. We can simply speak as present perfect. What does it mean? Perfect in the present. Now perfect. And the structure is a subject plus has or have plus V3. That is what I emphasize. Has and have. Have is the most important thing you have not take care of. Using have, you can make sentence in whichever way you want. Okay, now, especially when you talk politely to someone, you should know the use of have. If you know the use of have, you can easily speak to anyone, ask questions and get the answers too. You can answer them too. No doubt on that. Let us see structurally. Okay, now let us see from the fundamentals. Number 1. How to make sentences using has or have present perfect tense. I have written a letter. Has or have plus V3. Has is for only third person singular. The remaining all have. I have, we have, you have written a letter and you have written letters. See that? I have written a letter, we have written letters, you have written a letter, you singular, and you have written letters. He has written A's and they have written letters. This is a structure, has or have plus V3. When it comes to past perfect, it will be hard. You can know it. You can understand. Has a have a hard. Okay, na? Yes. So take another example. I have eaten a mango. Tell the remaining. We have eaten mangoes. You have eaten a mango. You have eaten mangoes. He has eaten a mango. And they have eaten mangoes. It is structure. Only structure. So that is statement. Subject plus verb plus object, S plus V plus O. Make it a negative sentence. I have eaten, I have not written or eaten. I have not written. Negative. Make it a question. Have I written, have I not written? Have I not written or have I written? See, when have I written? What have I written? Can make question word question also. You have written, you have not. Have you not? Have you written a letter to your friend? Or have you not? Have you not written a letter to your friend? Yes, I have. You can say the answer also. Yes, I have. Yes, I have not. Have you written a letter? Yes, I have. See, when have you written? I have written recently. I have written recently. Recently. Is it not so? Yes. So, have you not? You can ask the question in negative structure also. Have you not? Haven't you? Haven't you? You see? Or he has written, he has not written. Has he not written? Has he written? You see? When has he written? When? Was it this week or this year, yesterday or whenever? When has he written? What has he written? What has he written? What? How has he written? Why has he written? Question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. Structure, don't forget. To make a question, Suppose if it is auxiliary question, the structure is auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. If it is a question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is question word question. Don't forget, I told several times previous videos too. What is that? Auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is a auxiliary question. Question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. When has he written? How has he written? I mean, why has he written? Has he written? Anyway, you can say. Remember the structure. Auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is a auxiliary question. Don't forget, I told several times, still I repeat. I mean, auxiliary verb plus S plus V is equal to what? A auxiliary question. You see, whereas question word plus then auxiliary verb plus S plus V is equal to what? A question word question. Don't forget this. Question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is equal to question word question. There might be many shortcuts to speak, but that won't last for long. You should know the fundamentals thorough. When you construct a building, if foundation is not there, how long it will stand? This is a foundation. You should know this. Especially those who are aspiring to write any examination, be it school exam, college exam or competitive examination. You should know the fundamentals. Then only your knowledge will be sound, strong, based on strong foundation. Okay, let us come on let us come to the other topics we want to discuss today. Okay, now? So once recollect this, I have written, I have not, have I not. Okay, na? Have I or have I not? We have, you have, he has not, has he not? Yes. Now this is only structure. So for what our present perfect tense is used, can you tell me? For what it is used, for what is the purpose of it? Present perfect tense. For what it is used? Tell me, can anyone recollect? Perfect in present period of time. Now perfected. So present perfect tense expresses an action that is completed at the moment of speaking. Present perfect tense expresses an action that is completed at the moment of speaking. About what time we are telling, that time it is completed. The perfection or completion of an action by now. Now completed. That's the meaning. Now completed. The perfection or completion of an action by now. Is it clear? It expresses an action that is completed at the moment of speaking. The perfection or completion of an action by now. Now completed. See one or two small examples. Number one, resultive use. See, what is it? Resultive use. What is use of it? If the result of an action continues in a present period of time, present perfect tense can be used. If the result of an action continues in a present period of time, present perfect tense can be used. For example, see, I have paid my fees, college fees or school fees. When did I pay? I paid it yesterday. Yes, this is past simple. I paid it yesterday. No, not yesterday also. I paid it last week. I have paid my fees means, what does it mean? It means the result of that payment still continues in a present period of time or at present. If the result of that action continues even now. See, I paid my term fees not for one day. Until next term, I need not pay again. Take another example. For example, I have paid my electricity bill. What does it mean? I don't need to pay it again until next month or next time when it should be paid. So the result will remain up to that next period. So I have paid my fees. I have paid my electricity bill. Yes. So there is resultive use. If the result of an action, of any action, continues in a present period of time, present perfect tense can be used. Perfect tense is very important. That's why I am emphasizing and telling. If the result of an action continues. So you have told me already, which means the result remaining. Need not tell again. You need not tell again because you have told us that already. We have already learned the lesson. What does it mean? It means that we need not learn it again, which means the result remaining even now. Even now the result remaining is called a resultive use. If the result of an action continues in a present period of time, present perfect can be used. That's called resultive use. Then one more is there, very important. That is a inclusive use. Inclusive. See? If an action can be included, if an action can be included in a present period of time, present perfect can be used. For example, see, the Prime Minister of India has visited our state thrice in this year. He did not come today. He did not come yesterday, but this year is present. This year is present. See, take for example, today is present, yesterday is past. This week is present, last week is past. This year is present, last year is past. This decade is present, last decade is past. Even this century is present. This century, is a period of time. Okay, that period now. So inclusive use. If the result of an action can be included in a present period of time, present perfect can be used. For example, I have seen 10 cinemas in this year. See, this year, 10 cinemas totally. Going to, theatre. TV we see very often now. So in this year I have seen 10 cinemas in this year. In the same way, the Prime Minister of India has, past, present perfect, has visited our state thrice in this year. You see, of course, election is there, he will come very often, otherwise he won't come. Okay, simply told. So, he has visited this state 3 times in this year. Inclusive use. These two are the main use of present perfect. See, number 1, resultive use. It means that the result of an action continues in a present period of time. Another one, inclusive use. It can be included in a present period of time. That is a present perfect tense. These two you should remember. And another thing, very important and most important thing is not so. So when the use of have, when we talk to someone, when we invite someone for dinner, see, how will you ask a question politely? Have you had your dinner? Have had. The present perfect. Have plus V3 of have. So have can be used as finite as well as auxiliary verb. You have seen the use of have. You must really once see that videos, use of have, use of do, use of be. 3 primary auxiliaries. Okay, now that's a basic foundation of spoken English. Use of be, am, is, are, was, were. Do, does, did. Separate videos are there. And have has, had. If possible, if time permits, please visit and see those 3 videos. Okay, now? So, have you had your dinner? How will you answer that? Yes. Yes. How will you say? I have had my dinner or breakfast or whatever be. I have had my dinner. I have had my lunch. So, have had is present perfect. See, what I am telling or emphasizing is that whenever you ask someone to eat something, use this have. If you are offering some sweets, have it please. Don't say take it please or eat it please. Don't say. When you are offering food, treat to some of your friends, have it please. Have you had it please? Have you had your dinner? Have you had your breakfast? Have you had your lunch? Have you had? So very important use. Have you had? The answer is yes, I have had my dinner. If you say I had means it will go into past simple. Past of have had past simple. Yes, I had. I had it yesterday. It will become past simple. But if you say have had, it is a present perfect tense. I repeat, especially when you're offering someone something, don't ask eat it, take it. No, it is not polite at all. Say have it please. Come have it please. Come have it please. Have you had it? Have you had that? Have you had your dinner? Is it not so? Yes, I have had my dinner. See, have has a meaning of possession. I have a pen. We have a car. Possession. I have. Finite verb. Do you have a car at present? No, I don't have. Do you have a textbook with you? Yes, we have. Do you have textbooks, all of you? Yes, we have, sir. Is it not so? Have you brought? That's the meaning. Do you have? Yes, we have. The meaning is possession or ownership. Yes, I have. Is it not so? See, have is used for permanent also. I have a car means my car. I am having a car means not mine. Temporarily it is there. Temporary is not so. Having. See, I have a car and I am having a car. Difference is no. Can you tell me the difference between I have a car and I am having a car? I have a car means my car. I am having a car means what? At present I have may not be mine. For another example, I have a car, I have a house means pakka house, my own ownership. I am having a house means maybe rented. So use of have had you should take care of. It is present perfect. Don't use I have had something yesterday. Don't say like that. Yesterday means past simple. Have had means present perfect. Present perfect and past simple cannot be used together. Okay, either you say in present perfect or you go to past simple. Okay, you can use had. I had my dinner yesterday. I had my dinner yesterday. Have you had? Yes, I had. Oh, no. Yes, I have had. You see? Had you your breakfast yesterday at 8 o'clock? Yes, I had my breakfast yesterday at 8 o'clock. Okay, now, should really know the use of have had as present perfect. Especially asking something politely, you must use the usage have had. Yes, I have had my dinner. Okay, now once remember all what we studied today, almost 15 minutes today. Generally I want to finish around 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Okay, now present perfect. Very important. Has or have plus V3. Subject plus has or have plus V3. Okay, now. Yes, I have written a letter. We have written letters. You have written. He has written. They have written letters. It is used to express an action that is completed at the time of speaking. Two main uses, resultive use and inclusive use. The result of an action continues in a present period of time. Present perfect tense can be used. I have paid my fees. I paid it last week because the result remaining. Term fees I gave or full year I gave. I have paid my fees. The best example is that. Then inclusive use. See, the President of America has visited India twice in this century or thrice in this century. This century is present. Period now as inclusive use. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe the channel SGK English for more updates. Thank you.